Hi guys! So this week, we will be learning about circle equation. So we have two objectives. Our first goal is to identify the center and the radius. Second, to be able to graph circle equation. Now, circle equation looks complicated, but once you learn its aspect, you can be a rock star or a pro. We have two types of equation. An equation which center is at 0, and an equation which center is given. Just remember this part, x and y, are key to find the center. And the equal number will be for its radius. Now, to further explain circle equation, I have here example. So in this example, we can say that the center is at 0, 0. Why? Because there is no number together with our x and y. So we can now proceed in solving our radius. So just write 0, 0 for the center. And now, how can we get our radius? By simply getting the square root of the equal number. So square root of 4 is equals to 2. So now we have our center and we have our radius. Now, how can we graph it? So first, you have to locate your center. So the center is at 0 and 0. So since we solve that our radius is at 2, so we need to count 2 into all direction. 2 up, 2 to the left, 2 to the right, 2 down. And then you draw your circle. So I don't have a compass, that's why my circle is not perfect. But if you have, you use your compass. That would be great. So this is a very self-explanatory, so I hope everyone understands this one because it's so simple. On the next example, we will be working. We need to find our center, or we need to solve for our center. Traditionally, we follow algebraic process. So just copy this problem because we're going to solve it algebraically. So we need to solve for our x and y. So we need to equate x expression into 0. So 4x plus 4 is equals to 0. What will we do when we have this equation and we're solving for our x? We get the opposite, so we subtract 4 on both sides. Again, look at this, that's add. So opposite of add is subtract. So our x is equals to -4. So to get or to solve for y, we do the same thing. Copy the equation and then equate it to 0. Now get the opposite of the number. This is minus, so that means you have to add 2 on both sides. So we could get y is equals to 2. So our center will be -4 and 2. So we can now go back with our problem. So if we're going to look at this one, I wrote -4 and 2 as my center. Now, I hope you remember how to find the radius. To solve for the radius, we will what? Anyone? I hope you remember it. We need to take the square root of the equal number. So the equal number is 16. The square root of 16 is 4. Now from this, we will locate our circle in order for us to graph. So -4, 2, put a dot in there, and the radius is 4. So you could count 4 in all directions. 4 up, 4 to the left, 4 to the right, 4 down, and then draw your circle. Again, I don't have a compass, so if you have, use compass so we have a beautiful circle. Now, I will teach you my techniques when I was in high school, so I can avoid too much writing in algebra. To get my center, I just get the opposite sign of the number. So, the opposite of +4 is -4. And the opposite of -2 is +2. Quickly, I found my center. So instead of doing this one, I have a very quick technique. Now it's your turn, guys. So I have some problems in here and I want you to participate. So what is the center for this equation? Correct. The center is 0, 0 because there's no number together with our x and y. So let me write that one. So center is at 0, 0. Now how about its radius? Anyone? The process would be taking its square root. So what is the square root of 25? The square root of 25 is 5. Now if you're not sure with your answer, you could always use calculator. Okay. Now we're not done because we need the graph. So our center is a 0, 0, so I put a dot in there. And then we need to count 5 in all directions. So 5 up, 5 to the left, 5 to the right, and 5 down. So let me draw my circle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then draw my circle. So this is gonna be my circle. So I missed that one. So it's supposed to be 5. 5, 5, 5. Draw a circle. Again, use compass if you have. If you don't, it's fine. Okay, now we're down to our last example. So what is the center of this equation? So you can use my technique, or you could do the traditional algebra way of solving. Let's just use my technique for now. So our center would be the opposite of positive 2 would be -2, and the opposite of -3 would be +3. So let me write that one. So I have -2, +3. Again, +2 becomes -2, -3 becomes +3. Now, how do we find our radius? What's the process again? We need to take the square root of the equal number. So square root of 36 is 6. That's correct, because 6 times 6 is 36. Now we can now start graphing. Locate -2 and 3. So -2 would be what? -2, 1, 2, and then 3. So let me put point in that one. 1, 2, and 3. And then we will count 6 in all directions. 6 up, 6 down, 6 to the left, 6 to the right. And then we draw our circle. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is my circle. Now you could always draw your own graphic or your own graphing line or X and Y plane. Now I hope our lesson for this week is good and you understand. But still, if you have any question, you can always message me or feel free to email, contact me. And for your assignment, I uploaded it into our Google Classroom. Thank you guys.